This is finally the time that I'm gonna start making videos and posting as much as I can. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. I guess just never really had the courage to do it, and whatever. Yeah. So in the first video, I'm building a 2001 Dyna lowrider at the moment. I bought it as a project, not running. In this video, my friend and I took a 2003 wide glide tank and made it fit the factory gauges from a lowrider. If you guys know that the lowriders have like a special gauge that mount that, you know, has 2 bolt holes, I'll show you. I have an original lowrider tank here. So Harley made this tank for only about 5 years. This tank's really hard to find. Not really hard to find, but it's hard to find for a decent price, I guess. If you weren't looking to sand it down and paint it, you could get one probably painted, a full set of tins for a couple grand. My friend had this tank. It needed a bunch of body work. It had some huge dents in it. I also thought it would be a great idea to try to pop the dents out with air. Bad idea. Don't do it. So I went to a buddy's house. We, you know, fabbed up a bracket like this one to work on this gas tank here. And you'll see that in the video, us making that bracket. So that gauge. To be honest, I don't know if it's exact. Like, I know lowriders and like some bikes used different sized gas tanks, like 5 gallon or like 4.3, something like that. So I don't know if maybe you guys could let me know, like, if this, I think the like this piece is from the original bike, and it must have had the bigger gas tank, because you could see like there's some gaps here, and I'm not too worried about that. I could get a new one that'll match like this 03 tank. But let me know if this is supposed to be like that. I know wires got to come out of there, but I mean, even if it's not, I'm not really that worried about it. Obviously, it was like a custom job to make this tank work. And also just going to show you guys, if you don't want to spend the money on trying to track down a lowrider tank of that style, you can do this. It's not super hard. You got to be a little careful when you're welding, obviously, on a gas tank, but the way that we did it, we weren't really too worried about it, because we weren't penetrating the actual shell of the tank. We actually used the old bracket and like cut it and folded it down and just welded on top of that. So like I said, like, guys, stick around. I'm gonna try and post as much as I can. Obviously, I'm gonna do this full build in video segments of, you know, whatever I'm doing to it. I'll break it up. I have all the parts to put this thing back together. So yeah, in this video, like I said, we're gonna work on the tank, and then you'll see that. And then from there, I'm just gonna start chipping away at this thing. But yeah, so let's get into it. Buddy's house. Let's see what this hooligan's up to. I'm bringing goodies too, but those are for, you know.
Holy shit!
These aren't for the kids.
I just heard you walking. I'm like, oh shit!
I'm here. So check this out. I'll show you guys. The air is not the trick, like I said before. Like, this is the one that's in good shape, and it might be hard to tell, but you can tell there's a big difference in how the tank is sitting on the table. Like, this one is like way spread out. I can get my like whole fist in there with ease, but this one's like pretty tight. I can't get my fist in there.
Oh, it went like this?
Yeah, it went like that, and then it also like, it looked like it like bubbled up in the top too, like up this way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I think it did like I think this side.
Too much.
Yeah, like, see in the front up there, you can see under like a lot more. And then this side's touching. Oh no, I have it like this. But the fronts are even. And on this side, like, one is up high and one's down low. See, the right side's like up high in the front there?
Yeah.
We're gonna take all the measurements off of this and match it over here to this tank, and then deal with cutting this off and figuring out a way to weld it without killing ourselves in this garage. So We need to recreate that. Oh, we came up with a little plan here, and we're gonna play around. It's not we're gonna bend a piece to look like this, and then we're gonna cut this tab here and down at the bottom, and then I'm gonna fold it down. Anthony's gonna weld it up, and then we'll play with whatever height we need for this to then weld to that, and say a prayer for us so we don't, you know. Yeah, so, all right, let me get this thing cut, and then, actually, I wonder if I can. I'm gonna clean this up, fold that down, clean that up, and get jiggy with it.
You gotta get tiggy with it.
She's all tied down and balanced out.
Ah, I left the fucking regulator on.
Ah!
Damn it, not again, Phyllis. They have leaks, you know?
Oof, you'd know.
It's expensive to leak.
Yeah.
I mean, straight argon's not horrible, but it went up to like $57, I think. But the mix argon now is
The lowrider style, like using the factory dual gauge mount, when they say modification, like this is, I guess, what they mean. We're going off just, you know, what our brain cells are putting together for this one. But I'm sure there's other ways, or I think you don't have to run this. Like, I think they make, you can get rid of this. I don't know, run like basically just run the wide glide style, like with the single gauge up top and like a key switch or a block off plate, and then you gotta put the tack like up on the bars. You can get rid of all of it and put it, just have nothing. I don't know, you can do whatever you want, but this is what I'm doing. Trying to keep the factory look as much as possible, but not trying to spend $1,000 on a tank. So, the camera's dying, so I'm gonna save some battery. Anthony has this all TIG welded. Okay, focus. Where's the piece? So I cut this out. Obviously this used to be like this, up and over, but we need to mount this, so we gotta copy this.
Dude, I got a cool thing. You know what? I'm like, actually, it's an earth. Oh. The arc does wander with it. Wow, it's cool. Or maybe because the ground is going through the magnet.
Could be that too, but I think it's probably the magnet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird. Must be using this.
So let's see if it fits. Let's go. It's a little tall. Can we pull it forward, right, with the clamp? You still have to weld this.
Is it too high?
No, yeah, but I think it's maybe like that.
Okay, maybe
We
because
pull
we
it
had to
down?
add that piece. Is it that much higher? Or is
Let's
it
check. All right, so it does fit. I got it clamped up so Anthony can weld the front now. After he sharpens the tungsten, remove this.
I had to like bite it into the tank a little.
That's alright. That's what we want.
I'm just gonna match this start then as well. Because that weld, like, yeah, now at least now it's even, so.
I mean, this thing's gonna be fast too, so.
Yeah, you want to do that game?
Yeah, like all the torque on the fucking speedo and the tack is gonna like want to rip it off. So.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's funny. Yeah. So actually, if we can just rotate it this
Again,
way.
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking